Hello guys, it's Vincent again, and this will be part 3 of me unpacking. This time it's going to be me sorting out that huge box that I had full of art supplies. I will say I'm filming this probably like 2 weeks after I filmed, maybe even longer than that, after I filmed the main part. And when I filmed it, I did not talk at all through it because I was very tired and I just wanted to get on with it. So I will probably be doing a voiceover over the whole thing, just so that there's some talking and it's not completely boring. So I hope you don't mind too much if that's the case. But yeah, let's go. Hello guys, so now this is Vince again, but in voiceover mode. How fun. So as you can see, this is the box. It's huge and I didn't have any way of organising everything that I put in there. I just kind of crammed it all in. Hectic, but that's just who I am as a person. I am the human version of hectic. Anyway, so it's all of my art supplies in here. So everything from like acrylic paints to colour pencils, alcohol markers, lino cutting stuff, tools for sculpting, a bit of everything really. So to start out, I just took everything out of the box. I don't think I put it in any kind of order when I took it out. I was just trying to get everything out of there. So many bits and bobs. I really should have sorted it out before I put it in there, but I didn't. And also the way that I was sat, I couldn't see properly into the box, which is why I just keep like feeling around in that blank area. There we go, kneeling up now I can see. Oh no, my cat's heard me talking, she's coming. That was Jake in the background, by the way, being disgusting. And then after I'd got everything out of the box, I started sorting everything out. Jars are a really good way of organising your art supplies. I like them anyway. Some people might totally disagree, but I think they're really useful to have. So if you ever have like candles or anything, keep the jars from it. You can reuse them to put paintbrushes, pencils, all that kind of stuff. It's really helpful. So I like to organise mine into different sections of brushes, I suppose. So ones that I use for acrylic paint, ones that I use for watercolour paint that are a lot taller, and then ones that I use for watercolour paint and doll making that are a lot smaller. Me doing this with the pencils is just... Can you not yell at me? Rude. But yeah, I keep putting the pencils in the jars, taking them out of the jars again, trying to rearrange everything. I couldn't really think of a plan to begin with. I do eventually get there, but this is me just trying to cram pencils in that really doesn't make any sense. I'm not really sure what I was thinking at first. I think I try it a few different ways, so you can laugh at me trying to cram pencils into tiny jars. And spiking myself because they were all pretty well sharpened as well. Realising I can't get them all in there, so I've got to take them all out again. I don't know how many times I did this. Let's keep watching. All of those ones out. Great idea. Is this when I decided to do it the right way? Nope. Still no. Just ignore whatever I'm doing here. It's me trying to organise something but then not knowing what I'm doing. If you can hear meowing, rude! My cat is screaming at me because she heard me talking. Whenever I start talking to film anything, she will be there straight away to just yell at me. There we go, now I'm finally doing it in a sensible way. I organised it by colours, so I had one pot that was full of like the more warm tones, yellows, reds, oranges, pinks, that kind of stuff, and then one that was cooler tones and like greens, blues, blacks, I think even browns, I can't remember. But yeah, so just sorting them by colour, which luckily they fit all right, so. Can you stop yelling at me? You are needy and rude. Yeah. But yeah, I think at first I tried organising them by brand or something like that, and then I realised that it just wouldn't work because they didn't fit in the jars properly, so I just took all of the brands and shoved them into jars. These are the ones that I use, like my lesser quality pencils, I suppose, ones that I can just scribble with and that I won't feel bad about using up because they're not ridiculously expensive. I do have more expensive pencils, but I tend to save those for other things, so. And now normal pencils. I've had loads of my art supplies in a big box under my bed for the past year and a half or however long we lived in the last place, because there was not enough space for me to be able to store all of my art supplies, and it was just kind of stressful because if I ever wanted to get something that I didn't already have out, it would be trying to get a box out from under the bed and then going through the box. But this time I wanted to make sure I could get everything in and around my desks, so it just took a fair amount of organising and what have you. I got rid of a few bits and bobs that I don't really use at all, like that palette, but yeah, it's nice to finally have it all out in a place that I can actually get to it should I need it. This is a little bits and bobs compartment, I suppose, where I just keep like scissors and what's the word? Not X-Acto knife. That kind of thing, just a small knife and tape and tweezers and all the kind of stuff that I'd like to get to straight away. That just all goes together. What am I trying to sort out? Oh, fine liners. One of my best friends. I hoard fine liners so much, and yet I still buy them on a regular basis, even though I have loads. Although that's probably about half the amount that I used to have, because the rest of them I used up and no longer had ink in them. But don't ever get the, I think it's Derwent Graphics fine liners. You can see them in the box there, I think. But I really don't like those fine liners. They're nice and black, but the ink takes ages to dry, and every single time I've worked with them, I've ended up smudging them. So I would not recommend those to anyone. The Unipin ones are my personal favourite. Putting stuff away. Look at my little chubby legs. Yeah, putting acrylic paints away. I don't really use them all too often, other than when it comes to customizing dolls, so I don't need them in close proximity to me at all times. I'm not sure what I'm doing right now. Putting more stuff away. I don't know what though. I can't see. Good filming. What am I doing? Is it just me, or do my feet look really small? Okay, so I think now I was putting all the stuff that I need in my top drawer. Oh, and I also decided to just have a junk drawer where I put all the stuff that I didn't know where else to put it. Because I'm lazy, and I figured why not. So all the empty pencil cases that I've got, things like bits of wire and just random stuff that I never really need, I just put it all in a drawer together so it could be a mess, a confined mess. Now just sorting out the last few bits. Can't even tell what pens they are. I think they're the Winsor and Newton. Can't even remember the name of them. No. They're alcohol markers though, and they're really nice. Pro markers, there we go. That's what they are. And I also went through everything that I had in my pencil case, because my pencil case was getting a bit overcrowded and I couldn't really look through it to get what I wanted. So I just sorted everything out and rearranged things that I didn't need to have with me at all times. Then just putting things away in drawers. Oh, what am I? Don't remember what I'm doing. I'm either putting things in drawers or putting things on top of my desk. This was figuring out how I was going to have everything. I don't know if I finished showing everything in this video, because I know I did more organising afterwards when I started using things and realising where I actually needed things to go. I think that's a big part about living, is you realise where things need to go whilst you're existing. And I think that's everything. Back to normal me. Okay, bye. Do you want to cuddle? Do you want to cuddle? Come here. Come here. Come on. Where is it? Come on. Come on. Come and say goodbye with me. Up you get. You can do it. Jump. Try again. Come on. Who's my silly monkey? You gonna help me say goodbye? Oh. Come here. Ah. You gonna help me say goodbye? Oh, baby girl. Yeah. Okay. Don't show them your butthole, that's not nice. What? Right, well, can I finish recording this? Because I've only been recording for about a minute and a half. And you've already come in and interrupted. You done? Alright, come on then. Alright. Okay, so thank you for watching, guys. I hope that wasn't too boring. Everything from now on is going to be very different to this kind of footage because I'm about to go back to university. So things are going to be a lot more of me actually producing artwork and all that kind of stuff. Hopefully my tutors don't mind me filming in the uni, because that is my goal, really. But yeah, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed any of it, please like and comment and subscribe if you really want to. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Oh no! Come here. Baby girl. Can I get the kiss? Can I get, oh. Should we go snuggle on the sofa? Get your tail out of the way. You're so funny. My baby girl. So you. Can you boop it? Oh, thank you. I love you so much. Even though you're a pain in the ass. And I can't get anything done. Because you always need attention at all times. Yeah. I'm glad I can actually capture her doing this stuff now, because she does this stuff all the time, but I'm never filming. So now that I'll be filming more often, I'll be able to capture how annoying you are. This is so annoying.